Welcome back to Roy Cressa Field, home of the Itawamba Indians. We're here live in the ICC Alumni Association Foundation booth. I'm Raphael Henry. Alongside me is Brad, and he's getting some things together. So we will give you a update of what's going on. The Indians are taking on the Trojans of Delta Community College. Great day for some baseball. We'll try to give you a little play-by-play and a little synopsis of what's going on during the day. So hang in there with us. So on the hill for the Indians is Brady Davis. At first base is Bo Rock. At second base is Drew Capo Bianco. And then at shortstop is Matthew Martin Knowledge. And at third base is Dre McCray. Then in the outfield is Eli Hancock, Jackson Lee, and Jackson Settlemyers. DHing today will be Will Verdon for the Indians. Brady Davis, a sophomore for the Indians, starting on the hill. Davis, a right-handed pitcher or left-handed pitcher from Boonville, Mississippi, Boonville High School. We're about to get things started. Coming to the plate for Delta will be Wes Warnock, wearing number 2. Delta wearing the gray pants with black jerseys, red numbers. Wes Warnock, a left-handed batter, waiting the pitch from Davis here. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul back. First pitch, 3-0-3 of a 9-inning contest here, the first contest, and then the second contest will be a 7-inning contest. So if you hadn't got out to the ballpark, make your way on down to Roy Cressa Field. Swing and fouled for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes here on Wes Warnock. Warnock steps in and awaits the pitch from Brady Davis. Here's the pitch, high for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes here on Warnock. Here's the pitch, outside for a ball 2. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3, foul ball. Umpire says he fouled it.
I'm in here now, Ralph.
All right.
I'm going to join you.
There's a strike 3 called right there.
At the perfect time.
Yes, sir. Good job by Brady Davis there. Caught him standing there looking.
Yeah, great job right there again. And Brady Davis on the hill today, as we mentioned, for the Indians. He's a sophomore, lefty. Has 8 appearances on the year, 4 wins, no losses, 31 2/3 innings pitched. Giving up 43 hits is that strike 1 right there. 31 runs, 22 base on balls, 37 Ks with a 7.96 ERA on the year thus far for Brady.
Here's a pitch low, and umpire says he went around for strike 2. So this is Tyrell Burnett at the plate for Delta, the number 2 hitter, stepping in, a right-handed hitter. Burnett from South Haven, Lake Cormorant, takes that for a ball.
So Brady earned the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day right there previously with Warnock. Now, as you mentioned, you got Burnett up here.
Burnett waiting the pitch here. Here's a pitch, swung on, hit to right field. Right fielder moving over, settles under it, and makes the catch for out number 2.
All right, 2 up, 2 down right there for Brady. Good job. Get 2 big outs right there here in the first inning. In the top of the first, and this is we'll bring up Dre Moore, Ralph. He's the right fielder today for Delta.
Dre Moore, left-handed hitter, takes that pitch low for a ball. Dre Moore from Batesville, Mississippi, South Panola High School. Takes pitch low for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes here on Dre Moore. Here's a pitch in there for strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike on Dre Moore. Moore waiting the pitch here. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit right back through by the pitcher for a base hit.
Yeah, great job of hitting right there by Moore. He was able to line that pitch right back up the middle, so clean single right there for Moore. That gets the runner at first. No, 2 outs here, and that's going to bring up Dylan Dendy, the DH, for the day.
So Dylan Dendy, another left-handed hitter for Delta, awaiting the pitch here. Takes that pitch high for a ball. Throw over to first. Runner back. And they said balk called.
Oh, Coach Collier's going to come out and ask about that.
Umpire say you don't want to hear it. Coach Collier's going to give him an earful. I think it's kind of tough. Like you said, we talked about this before. Brady being a left-handed pitcher, you know, they get a lot more advantages of being able to throw the ball over, and it's kind of tough to call a balk on a left-handed pitcher.
And Brady's got a good pickoff move, Ralph, as we talked about. He's been able to get some folks out, either catch them leaning or in one direction or another, or catch them that pitch is inside, hits the batter. That's going to hit Dendy, and that's going to be hit by pitch there, so he gets first on that, and that's going to bring up Pagat.
Number 1, G.W. Pagat.
Pagat.
So quickly here, now you got runners at first and second, Ralph, with 2 outs. Do have a runner in scoring position here for Pagat.
Pagat, a right-handed hitter for the Delta, steps in and awaits the pitch. Here's the pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, good pitch right there on the outside part of the plate there with good fastball by Brady.
Here's the pitch. Low for a ball.
Yeah, 1-1 count here. As you mentioned, beautiful day out here today for people to come join us. Sunshine. Not a lot of wind blowing right now. The wind's kind of died down presently. That ball's low. It's going to be 2-1. But beautiful day for people to come out to the park and join us and enjoy some good baseball weather.
Most definitely. Pagat waiting the pitch here. Pagat, a sophomore for Delta from Oak Grove High School. Waits this pitch, takes it for strike 2. So 2-2 to count on Pagat.
Yeah, great pitch right there by Brady. Pagat on the year, I've got his stats right here. It's like he's got a 250 batting average, 400 on base percentage, and 250 slugging percentage right now.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the net.
2-2 count. He is a sophomore, as you mentioned. Pagat doesn't look like he has had as much playing time as some of the others, but getting some good playing time here as of recent.
There's a pitch high for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count here on Pagat. Gotta waste the pitch. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 3. Nice job by Brady Davis.
Yeah, big Renaissance Bank strikeout right there to end the inning, Ralph.
So we'll be back with the bottom half of the first inning right after these messages.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FAMB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Welcome back to Roy Crescent Field, home of the Itawamba Indians. Indians taking on the Delta Trojans. And on the mound for Delta is Michael Simeon, wearing number 14, right-handed pitcher. Leading off for the Indians is number 35, Drew Capobianco, left-handed hitting, switch hitter for the Indians, playing second base. Steps in and awaits the pitch here. Here's a pitch low for a ball.
Yeah, Ralph Simeon is a right-handed freshman out of Scott, Louisiana. Played his ball at Lafayette Christian High School down there. 8 appearances on the year, no wins, 1 loss, 17 innings pitched, 21 hits given up on 17 runs, 7 base on balls, 9 Ks for a 7.41 ERA.
Here's a pitch. Drew Cap swings on, hits to left field. Left field settle under and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Number 34.
So 2 pitches there for Simeon, and it gets Drew Cap to fly out to left field.
It's going to bring up Martin Olich, the shortstop today. Batting in the number 2 hole here.
Here's the pitch. Curve ball. In there for a strike.
Martin Olich comes in today. He's 5th in the MACCC with a .426 batting average. He's also tied for 7th in the MACCC with a .512 on base percentage. As he pounds that one in the gap, Ralph, that's going to get down out there, and that's going to be
a stand-up double for Martin Olich.
Stand-up double. So, again, he continues his hitting streak here and stays hot. And, of course, stand-up double to not lead off, but here with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Will Verdung.
So Will Verdung batting as the DH today for the Indians. Steps in and awaits the pitch here from Simeon.
Yeah, Will's got a lot of different, got stored statistics here as far as currently this season. First in the MACCC with 58 RBIs. Got a chance here to get 59 as that pitch is outside for ball 1. He is 3rd in the MACCC with 12 home runs, 4th with a 774 slugging percentage. He's also 6th with a .421 batting average. So you got a 5-6 combo right there with batting average, Ralph, in the MACCC with Martin Olich in the 2 hole, Verdung in the 3 hole, and that's a tough combo to face.
You're right. And Will had a big-time home run against East Central, a walk-off home run the other day in Game 1. So here's Will waiting a pitch, throw down to second. Runner gets back.
Yeah, tried to pick off moves. Still got 1 ball, no strikes here. 1 out, bottom of the 1st inning.
Verdung waiting the pitch here from Simeon. Little cat and mouse game out at second base. Here's the pitch. Curveball that stays up. Foul back for strike one.
Yeah, Will, just that little out in front of that pitch right there, that was a breaking pitch that kind of up in his eyes and floating up there. But if he hangs those up there too many more times, Simeon, that's not going to be good for him. But Will was out in front of that, fouled it back for strike one. 1-1 count.
Here's a pitch, swung on, fouled down the first base line for strike two.
Yeah, quickly down 0-2 here. I mean 1-2, my apologies. So got a 1-2 count, got Martin Olich at second.
Will steps in and awaits the pitch from Simeon. There's a pitch, swung on, hit to right field. Right fielder settles under it and makes the catch. And Martin Olich fakes like he's going to run, but doesn't, just to get the throw from the right fielder. So 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning.
Number 2, Jackson Lee.
Yeah, Will got under that pitch a little bit, obviously too much there, and drove it to right, but that right fielder's got a good arm out there. We weren't going to test it, so it still leaves Martin Olich at second. Still have a runner in scoring position now with Jackson Lee up.
Here's the pitch to Lee. High for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes.
Lee comes into the year with a 402 batting average, 500 on base percentage as he takes ball 2 right there, 508 slugging percentage. He does have, let's see, 3 doubles on the year. He does have 26 RBIs as well. So, and he's also got a little speed behind him there, Ralph. He gets on, he's got 11 stolen bases.
So Lee looking for an opportunity here to pick up an RBI. Awaiting the pitch. Martin Olich out at second. Here's the pitch. Kind of high, but the umpire says strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, not his pitch right there. Not one that he can drive. He knew that. Held on to it there. Did not draw a swing. So he got a 2-1 count. Waiting on his pitch.
Here's a pitch. Cross for a strike.
And had a little break on it right there, and a little movement. And, that one moved and caught the outside part of the plate, just the corner. Does bring strike 2, so then you got 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Jackson Lee awaiting the pitch here. Here's a pitch. Swung on and fouled back down the first base line. Reset. Here's the pitch to Lee. Outside for a ball, trying to get him to chase something outside out of the zone. But he didn't.
Brings the count to full. You'll probably see Martin Olich moving on this pitch right here.
There's a pitch swung on by Lee.
Smoked
and
it.
hit deep.
It's gone.
To left field, and it's out of here. Oh, off the top of the wall for a stand-up double as Martin Olich comes in to score.
Yeah, he smashed that one, Ralph. He was sitting on that pitch, and, I mean, you're right. It just caught the top of the fence out there, bounced back. You and I both thought it was gone, but it did bounce back. Does result in a stand-up double with 1 RBI on right there, and brings in the first run of the day for the Indians.
Now coming to the plate is Sattermeyer. Waiting the pitch. First pitch he sees, fouls it down the third baseline.
That'll be Jackson's 4th double on the year, and will bring him up to, as far as RBI totals, it'll bring him up to 20. I'm sorry, 27.
0-1 pitch here on Sattermeyer, awaiting a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, big healthy cut on that outside pitch right there. quickly down 0-2 in the count here. Got to protect the plate. Indians got another runner in scoring position. Be good to get this extra run in here too in this inning in the bottom of the first.
Pitch low for a ball.
Couldn't get him to chase that outside pitch.
Settermeyer awaiting a pitch. Right-handed hitter for the Indians. Turn to second base and runner gets back. Simeon looking to second baseman, getting signals. Steps back on the rubber, toes the rubber. Settermeyer awaiting the pitch here. As a pitch gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for the runner to advance.
Yeah, that ball was outside, so he did drop it, but again, like you said, he was able to recover it quick enough to where the runner wasn't able to advance to third. So good job behind the plate back there by Morgan for Mississippi Delta.
So 2 balls popped up here. Catcher going down the line, third baseman going down the line, and doesn't get under it to make the catch.
It's a tough play, especially when you're, we talk about it when you're the visiting team here. And, you know, where our field drains extremely well. Our field looks good, as you can see it on camera, and great job by Kirk and Keith and crew. But, you know, it kind of drops off on those foul line sides right there between the, you know, when you're coming off third base side and all that. So it does make it a little more tricky, you know, if you're not used to practicing in here and making those catches, those routine catches like that. So, again, Settelmeyer's another chance to here at the plate to stay alive.
There's a pitch outside and gets a piece of it. It also, the way it's turned is also you have to battle the sun.
Yes.
So when you look up at the ball, you see it one place, and then all of a sudden you look up again, and it kind of looks like it moves from you, but you have to gauge. I tell guys all the time, you better wear your shades when you're playing the outfield or sometime the infield as well.
Yeah, that sun's tough out here on a day like this for any of the players out there on both sides of the field.
Here's a pitch to Settelmeyer, hit straight back to the pitcher. Shortstop gloves it, throws it across to get the out here to end the bottom of the first, but the Indians were able to pick up a run. So 1-0 here in the bottom of the first, and we're headed to the top of the second inning. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Welcome back as Lackey is at the plate for Delta, another left-handed hitter, waiting the pitch. First pitch cross for a ball. There's a pitch swung on and hit straight back up out to the center field. Base hit there for Lackey.
Yeah, good clean single right there. Lackey coming in, lead off batter of the inning, getting on base for
Number
the
12,
Trojans.
Brendan Dew.
That'll bring up Brendan Dew at the time he's playing shortstop today for the Trojans.
Dew stepping in and awaiting a pitch from Davis. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike one. Here's the pitch to Dew, swung on and missed for strike two. Pitch in there for strike three. Nice job by Brady Davis. 3 pitches to do and gets the strikeout.
Yeah, gets another Renaissance Bank strikeout on the day. That's his 3rd of the day so far.
Number 25.
So that was big to come back after giving up that leadoff single here of the inning to get a big K there, and that does bring up Mason Morgan, who is behind the plate pulling the catching duties on the day.
Here's a pitch to Morgan, swing and a miss for strike one. There's another swing and a miss, strike two.
Yeah, Morgan not able to catch up with those fastball right there, and timing is off there on that, and so quickly he's down in the count 0-2. Brady's got him where he needs him right here. He can afford to waste one if need be, and he did.
Throw it outside for strike three right there by Brady Davis. Nice job.
Yeah, gets another big Renaissance strikeout, Renaissance Bank strikeout on the day. That's going to work to his, like I say, that's going to be his 4th now.
So now coming to the plate is Rusty Bolden, right-handed hitter for Delta.
Playing second base today for the Mississippi Delta. As he takes strike one. Brady's kind of working with a purpose right now. He's up there and he's in the groove. Hopefully that'll continue. He's throwing strikes.
Pitch high for a ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to right field, and it's out of play, down the foul line.
Foul. Rusty Bolden comes in on day. He's a freshman. He has got a .303 batting average. He does have a .477 on base percentage with a .409 slugging percentage so far this season. Does have 20 hits to his credit thus far this season.
So Davis awaiting a pitch. 1-2 pitch here from Davis. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Delta does have a runner down at first base.
Yeah, he was able to foul that one back. Again, staying alive. It's a 1-2 count now. 2 outs here in the top of the second. This is a 9-inning game here, game 1 of the doubleheader between the Indians and the Trojans.
So here's the pitch. Swung on. Another foul ball.
Yeah, great job of staying alive there by Bolden. Working the pitch count up a little higher for Brady, but doing a great job of staying alive and making contact.
There's a pitch. Curveball that stays outside for ball 2. So 2's on the board. 2-2 count here. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on.
Oh, he tipped it.
I guess he did. Umpire didn't make a signal.
No, he didn't. So I guess he did make contact with it. I thought he had him right there, but he did make contact apparently enough to hang in there. So, again, good job by Bolden to stay alive here. He's battling up there at the plate against Brady Davis.
Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss right there. That got him.
So another big Renaissance strikeout. Renaissance Bank strikeout on the day. He struck out the side.
So nice job by Davis. We're headed to the bottom of the second inning as the Indians lead 1-0. We'll be back with more right after this.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon. End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back to Roy Cressel Field. Indians leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Coming to the plate is Bo Rock, the left-handed hitter, freshman from Amory, Mississippi, awaiting the pitch here.
Yeah, Bo comes into the day batting .322, got 322 average with a .444 on base percentage. As he swings on that first pitch, drives it to right field out there, kind of in the gap. It gets over his head. That's going to be
over the fence.
ground rule double. So double right there to lead off the inning by Bo Rock, as I was calling out his statistics. So excellent job there. He stung that ball pretty good.
Good job by Bo. First pitch he saw.
That's 3 doubles already on the day the Indians have hit, Ralph. And we're just here in the bottom of the second inning. So 2s are flying wild right now. Deuces are wild.
Oh, yeah. Now coming to the plate, the catcher for the Indians, Gray Bain. Stepping in and awaiting a pitch here.
Bain got a .333 average, and I don't even have time to go through his stats either, as he is hit by the first pitch. Yeah.
Yep.
And so he will take first base, and that puts runners at first and second now with no outs. And Hancock comes to the plate, Hancock is playing left field for the Indians today in game 1. He does have a .266 batting average, .367 on base percentage with a .362 slugging percentage so far on the year for Hancock.
Here's the pitch of Eli. Squares around the bunt, but ball takes it for a ball there.
Yeah, they may be trying to lay a bunt down here just to see if they can get the runners advanced over to second and third. Needs to be a perfect bunt if they're going to lay one of these down. Don't want it to be a hard bunt back to the pitcher where he's got a chance to turn the double play out of it.
So Eli Hancock, sophomore, waiting the pitch here for the Indians. Swing, hits it to deep center field, but the center field setter under it, makes the catch, and runners do not advance on the throw.
Yeah, ball was struck pretty solid there, but again, just too right directly at the center fielder out there. He didn't have to move very much at all, and so that did get the first out of the inning right there. That brings up Dre McCray, who's playing third today for the Indians out in the field and batting in the 9-hole.
So here's the pitch to Dre. Inside for strike 1.
McCray comes to bat today. He does sport 2 home runs on the year, and he does have a little power behind him there at Ralph. We've seen it. He's got 11 RBIs as well.
Opportunity to pick up 2 more here. With a long ball by Dre. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike on McCray.
Yeah, good job. Good eye right there. Brings the count to 1-1, as you mentioned. 1 out here. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Bo Rock led off the inning with a ground rule double. Then Gray Bain was hit by a pitch.
Here's a pitch to Dre. Takes that ball inside and
they're going to
hits
ask
him.
If he went around. He did.
They say he went around. Wow.
He was hit by the pitch. He did turn. He turned his hips, and he took the bat out, and they were checking his swing to see if he went around, and he did. So if he goes around like that, folks, it is a strike. So that brings the count to 1-2, even though he was hit.
How you get out the way of that, Brad?
I don't know. you hopefully try not to turn and put that bat out there is the main thing. You try to roll your shoulder if possible when you see those. Roll that front shoulder as that's ball 2. And Dre was kind of caught in between there. I think he thought he might swing at it. It might have been a breaking pitch that he was thinking of and guessing that it was, and it just did not break far enough. So anyway.
2-2 pitch here on McCray. Awaiting the pitch. Here's the pitch. Swung on and foul. Down the first base line.
One out here. So Dre's still up at the bat there. Again, staying alive out there. 2-2 count as you mentioned.
McCray awaiting the pitch with runners at first and second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Good job of keeping the bat alive. Beautiful day here in Fulton for some baseball. If you hadn't decided what you wanted to do, you can come on down to the baseball field and watch the Indians play. Here's the pitch to McCray. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Yeah, had an off-speed type pitch there. Great pitch there by Simeon to get the Renaissance Bank K there on his end. That's his first Renaissance Bank K of the day.
Number 35, Drew Capabianco.
And it does bring up the second out of the inning, but does also bring us back to the top of the lineup with Drew Capabianco, who flew out to left field his first at bat.
So Drew standing in on the left-hand side. Say that because he's a switch hitter, awaiting the pitch. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. Drew playing second base for the Indians today. Sophomore. Here's the pitch to Drew. And therefore strike 2.
Yeah, breaking pitch there, not quite what Drew's looking for right there. Now he's looking for his pitch to drive. Now he's got to protect the plate. Quickly down 0-2 here.
Here's a pitch. Inside pitch. Drew fights it off.
Yeah, great job battling back right there and fouling that pitch off. Not much he could do with it to drive it out there or get a hit off of it, but just enough, made just enough contact with it to stay alive here. Still have a 0-2 count, 2 outs.
So Drew standing in and awaiting a pitch. Here's a pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking.
Yeah, that was too close to take right there. So that's another Renaissance Bank strikeout to end the inning for Simeon.
We'll be back with more right after this as we headed to the top half of the 3rd inning. Not half, but top 3rd inning. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family, roll Tribe!
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center BSBTrainer.com.
Welcome back to Roy Cresswell Field, home of the Indians. New pitcher in, nope, my fault. Thought it was a new pitcher in the game, but Brady Davis is back on the hill for the Indians. And coming to the plate is number 2, the top of the lineup for Delta, Wes Warnock.
Yeah, Wes, victim of a strikeout in his first at bat. The first of 5 Ks for Brady Davis thus far on the day, and he takes strike 1 right there.
So Warnock waiting to pitch. Takes that pitch low. For a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Wes Warnock. So here's a pitch low for a ball. Brady working pretty quickly on the mound. As I say that, then he takes a trek back to clean his cleats off.
Yeah, good pitch right there. So coming right back at him right there, and so that runs the count 2-2. So works the count back to even.
There's a pitch.
Got him.
Strike 3.
Nope.
Nope. Strike 2. I had 2 strikes.
Well, I did too.
Umpire didn't.
I think we were the only ones up here that did.
Yep. Hit straight back to the pitcher. Shortstop runs by, scoops it up, throws it to first in time for the out.
Yeah, great job by Martin Olich right there covering ground as he does all year, and that pitch was hit back up the middle, bounced over Brady's head, so he covered a lot of ground to pick that ground ball up and make a throw out on the run right there. So excellent job.
So Tyrell Burnett comes in for Delta, the right-handed hitter. Awaiting a pitch from Davis. First pitch in there for strike 1.
Yeah, he flew out to right field. His first at bat was the second out of the first inning that we were in.
There's a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, great pitch right there. Nothing, one that Burnett could catch up with. Kind of had him fooled a little bit, had his timing off. So 0-2 count now. Brady's ahead. Can't get him to chase that outside pitch. 1-2 count.
1-2. Count to Burnett. Steps in and waits the pitch. Time call. Here's a pitch swung on. Hit the right field. Right fielder comes over and misses the ball.
That's Suttlemeyer's out there, and that just shows you.
Oh, it hits the runner.
How hard that sun is out there. And, of course, Burnett running the whole time, never checked up, even though he could have, and thinking that, Suttlemeyer's was going to make that grab, and he made it all the way over to third. It was a great throw in, but hit Burnett. And so Burnett in there with did make it over to third. So that's going to be an error on the play for the Indians right there. Error E9.
So here's the pitch. Outside for a ball.
That brings up Dre Moore. But again, that just goes back to that sunlight that we were talking about, Ralph, earlier in the first inning. And it's difficult even for ours, even though they practice out here. That's ball 2 right there. It's just tough. And you can see him out there. He's trying to shade himself now, and he'll throw his glove up to try to catch. And it's just it's hard to catch that ball coming off the bat right there. And then when you have to look up and you see the sun, all that is difficult. So difficult play.
And he actually has shades on.
He does.
Yeah.
And foul back right there for strike 1. So, but again, both sides face it. It's not like it's a one-sided affair there. So, Indians have that difficulty as well as Mississippi Delta Trojans.
Here's a pitch swung on. Hit to right field. Right fielder again going back, making the catch. Runner tags up and is going to score for Delta. So Dre Moore able to pick up a RBI.
Yeah, Dre doing his job of driving in that run. He drove that ball deep enough out in the right field there that it was going to be an easy tag for Burnett, especially with the speed that Burnett's got.
So Dendy coming to the plate for Delta. Delta picking up a run, tying up the score here in the top of the third inning. Dendy take that ball low for a ball.
Dendy was hit by a pitch his last at bat.
Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. Foul tipped, as the umpire says.
Yeah, big healthy cut there.
1-1 the count on Dendy, the left-handed hitter for Delta, awaiting the pitch here. Swung on, hit straight back to the pitcher for a base hit.
Yeah, grounded back, right back up the middle, and return to sender, as they call it, and not able to make a play. Martin Olich or Capobianco over there to get there in time to make it, but it was just right, dead up the middle. So clean single there for Dendy. That will bring up Pagat, who's playing third today for the Trojans.
Pagat, a right-handed hitter. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Squares around the bunt, takes it for a strike. Really didn't take it, but kind of went down with the ball. In there for strike one. 0-1 the count, 2 outs here on Pagat. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike two.
Yeah, quickly ahead here, Brady is 0-2. Got 2 outs on the inning. You do have a runner at first.
Here's the pitch to Pagat, high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third inning for the Delta Trojans. Pagat at the plate. Here's the pitch, inside for a ball.
2-2 count. Do have 2 outs here on the inning.
Pagat awaiting the pitch.
Kind
Little
of a
check swing.
Yeah.
Hit back to second baseman and throws over to get the out. If I just be able to switch the camera for you guys to see that. I was kind of looking at Brady Davis as he kind of went down awkwardly there, but he kind of jogged off. So he's okay. We'll be back with the bottom of the third inning as the Indians coming up to the plate right after these messages.
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Welcome back to Roy Cressel Field. Now batting Matthew Martin Knowledge for the Indians. There's a pitch to Martin Knowledge. Swung on, foul down the third baseline.
Yeah, he smoked that breaking pitch. It came in there just out ahead of it there and foul down the left field line there. And Martin Knowledge had first double of the day for Indians. I say that because there were 2 others hit today, 2 other doubles, but he had the first one of the day back in the first inning.
So here's the pitch to Marty in on the hands. Foul back for strike 2. More Knowledge steps in and awaits the pitch here. Here's a pitch. Inside, hit him.
That's how you do it. You roll your shoulder, roll that front shoulder like that. When you have that inside pitch, that's what you're taught to do as a hitter. You roll that front shoulder back, and there again you get the hit by pitch. So Martin Knowledge takes first, and again that's going to bring up Will Verdung here. Verdung in the first inning flew out to right field, his last at bat.
So Will Verdung steps in and awaits the pitch. Get it out here. Takes that pitch low for a ball. Matthew Martin Knowledge down at first base for the Indians. Here's the pitch to Will. Outside for a ball.
A good eye right there. 2-0 count. Well outside the strike zone to Verdung.
Verdung waiting the pitch here. Right-handed hitter. Swings. Hit to right field. Right fielder shading his eyes, and he misses the ball as well.
Yeah, that sun's tough out there. Again, that one was popped sky high out there down in right field. And so difficult for Dre Moore out there in right field. And, of course, Martin Knowledge had to hold up thinking the catch would be made. So he was only able to make it over to second. So runners at first and second, no outs here, and that's going to bring up Jackson Lee.
We got a visit by the coach out to the mound. So while he does that, we will take a break. We'll be back right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back. Meeting is over on the hill. And Jackson Lee at the plate for the Indians with runners on first and second. Jackson Lee awaiting a pitch here. Low for a ball.
Yeah, I tried to get that outside part of the plate. Wasn't able to get the call from the umpire, so 1-0. No outs. Runners at first and second. Good opportunity here for the Indians to put together some hits and try to score some more runs and take the lead here. Got a 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the third.
Here's the pitch to Lee. In there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Lee. Jackson Lee from Calhoun City. Played at Calhoun City High School. Awaiting the pitch. There's a pitch swung on, hit to right field, but foul.
A 1-2 count.
No outs here. Bottom of the third inning. Runners at first and second for the Indians. Jackson Lee at the plate. Curveball that stays high.
Good eye. That was close right there. It's a 2-2 count. Good eye on the part of Jackson Lee to continue his at-bat here.
So Jackson Lee steps in and waiting the pitch here from Simeon. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Yeah, it'll be another Renaissance Bank K there for Simeon there.
Number 29, Jackson Settlemyers.
So now at the plate, Jackson Sattermyers comes in, right-handed hitter. There's a pitch swung on. First pitch he sees and goes foul down the third base line. Long strike there for Sattermeyer. Sattermeyers awaits the pitch. Here's the pitch to Sattermeyers. Low for a ball.
1-1 count, 1 out. Still got a good opportunity here for the Indians to drive in some runs here in the bottom of the third. Got one runner in scoring position. You got a runner at first and second.
Pitcher turns, get the runner back. Nobody's there, so no throw. One to count, 1 out here for Sattermeyer. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit.
Smashed. It's gone.
Deep. And it's out of here. Nice job by Jackson Sattermeyer to hit the home run.
Yeah, he was sitting on that pitch right there, Ralph. And, I mean, he did everything. The pitcher did everything but tell him where he was going to throw it and where it was going to be and what speed it was going to be. And Sattermeyers was just sitting all over that, and that was a no-doubter once it came off the bat.
Nice job by Jackson Sattermeyer. So now coming to the plate will be Bo Rock.
17, Bo Rock.
That'll be Sattermeyer's 5th home run on the year. He does pull 3 RBIs on that, so he adds to his RBI total and gets that up to 33 coming into today. And like you said, it does bring up Bo Rock, who swings through the first pitch at strike 1, but he doubled his first at bat as well back in the second inning.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Bo Rock at the plate, waiting the pitch, swung on and sends it back to the sender to get a base hit there by Bo Rock.
Yeah, he hit that very cleanly right back up the middle. Good piece of hitting right there, sending it back up the middle. So Indians still staying hot here in the bottom of the third inning here. And get another runner on base, and that's going to bring up Bain, who was hit by a pitch his last at bat.
Gray Bain playing catcher out of Olive Branch, Lewisburg High School, awaiting a pitch here. Right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Another hit by pitch for Gray Bain.
I think he's.
I think he'll take that.
Yeah, he'll take it. That's it.
I know you want to hit, but
yeah, he wants to quit getting hit, I think.
Number 23, Eli Hancock.
Coming to the plate for the Indians is number 23, Eli Hancock.
Hancock flew out to center field his first at bat.
Eli wearing 23 for the Indians out of Houston High School, left-handed hitter. Awaiting the pitch here. Here's a pitch. First pitch he sees, shoots it back to the center, and shortstop is able to glove it and throw it to first to get the out.
Yeah,
to get out of the inning.
Unassisted Little Caesars double play right there.
So we'll be back with more in just a moment, right after these messages.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Welcome back to Roy Cresswell Field. Indians pick up 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're headed to the top of the 4th. Indians lead 4-1 here in the 9-inning contest, the first game of a 9-inning contest versus Mississippi Delta.
Got a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. The Lady Indians were playing in Morehead today in Delta, and they won their first contest 8-0. Imrob collected a career best 12 strikeouts in the win, and as that first pitch hits Lackey there, and he's hit by a pitch, so he takes first. But back to Imrob, she's now 3rd in single season strikeouts, 121, and 2nd in career strikeouts, 265. So great job down there by Imrob. And then, Ralph, guess what? Game 2 got underway, and the bleeding continues. It's already 13-0 Indians in the middle of the 2nd there at Morehead. So they're looking to make quick work and get back here to watch us play baseball.
I think so. And there's a pitch that was bunted at.
Yes, that'll be strike 1 right there.
Yeah, I was waiting on umpire. Yep. Pitch.
Squared around again, but pulled back. That's ball 1, 1-1 count.
So Delta with a runner on first after being hit by a pitch. And here's a pitch. Squares around the bunt, bunts it down the third base side. Dre picks it up, throws it to first, and it sails over the first baseman's head. Nobody's covering third, and the runner moves over to third base.
Yeah, he just released on that. He airmailed that one way over the first baseman's head, and that's going to be a error right there on McCray. And so that puts runners at first and third now, because that allowed the runner to advance to third for Delta. So that's going to be runners at first and third, no outs.
So Delta playing a little small ball. Here's a pitch to Morgan. Mason Morgan.
Yeah, first pitch swinging. That's found that one back. Strike 1. Morgan. Morgan was a victim of strikeout in his first at bat. That was in the 2nd inning.
Attempt to bunt there. And takes that low for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike, no outs here. Runners at first and third for Delta. Mason Morgan at the plate. It's a pitch smashed down the third base line for a base hit. 1 run will score for Delta.
Yeah, that's going to bring in a run, as you mentioned. So that's a RBI single there for Morgan. That puts runners at first and second. Still no outs here in the top of the 4th for the Indians. Only no outs here. So Brady Davis still on the hill. But, you know, those walks come back to haunt you, and we always say that. Of course, he hit the first batter that he faced this inning, and that's the one that scored.
There's another batter squaring around the bunt.
Yeah, show and bunt. They got runners at first and second, so they may try to move these runners up, see if they can get them over in scoring position. Second and third, get a sack bunt down.
Rusty Bolden at the plate. Holly Springs native from Marshall Academy awaiting the pitch here. Squares around.
He pulls back, takes ball 1 right there, so it's a 1-1 count. Got McCray playing in at third with Bolden threatening to bunt. Runners at first and second. Bunt gets down. McCray covers third. Brady fields it, gets the first out of the inning there, gets the lead out, so was not successful. But that bunt was bunted just a tad too hard there, Ralph, and it went right back to Brady Davis as basically a ground ball in a sense. And so he was able to field it, and especially with him being a left-handed pitcher, made it easier in the transition throw over to McCray. McCray did a good job of bouncing back to cover third there to get the lead out. So 1 out now. Bunt did not work, unsuccessful. First runners at first and second.
So now we got the lead off. Wes Warnock back at the plate for Delta. He looks over to get the signal from the dugout. Steps back in and awaits the pitch. 1-0 count to Warnock. Here's the pitch. He squares around. So bunt takes it for a strike. Like I said, I think Delta is looking at a little small ball action right now.
Yeah, got 1 out. 1-1 count, as you mentioned.
Here's a pitch to Warnock. Swung on, hit to left field. Left fielder runs back and
get
gets over his head. One run will score, and another run comes in and scores.
Stand-up double. Great job there by Warnock to drive that ball. Of course, he's a left-handed batter, and he drove that ball to left center in the gap out there and just kept traveling over the Eli Hancock's head out there, and he wasn't able to catch up with it. So a good, clean stand-up double there for Warnock, 2 RBI double.
And that ties the game.
Yeah, exactly right.
So Pagat comes to the plate for Delta. Right-handed hitter. Steps in and awaits the pitch. He turns around, squares up the bunt.
So he was hit? No.
Said foul or?
Said foul, okay.
No. Well, called a foul, but not sure.
I don't know what he was doing. He's waving his hands down there. I've not seen that.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that either. I was trying to figure out what he was doing. Pitch high for a ball.
So it's a
1-1 count.
All right, so he did call that first one a strike. Okay. So 1-1 count. Indians need to get out of this inning here without any more damage done. You got a 4-4 tie here and a runner in scoring position for the Trojans.
There's a pitch swung on and missed for strike 2.
Burnett is the one, he's got some speed. He hit that ball to right field earlier in the 3rd inning, and Settlemyers wasn't able to make that catch, and Burnett ended up on 3rd.
There's a pitch swung on, hit past the 3rd baseman. Eli Hancock gloves it in left field, throws it back in. Base hit by Tyrell. So runners at first and third for Delta.
Burnett did a good job turning on that pitch, hit it in the hole there between between third and short. They do have activity in the Indians bullpen. That's going to draw a mound visit by Coach McCrory here to talk to Brady Davis.
So we'll be back as Coach goes out and talk. We'll be back right after these messages.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back. Mound visit is over, and Brady Davis is still out there on the hill for the Indians.
Yeah, they got some activity going in the bullpen.
Number 5, Dre Moore.
As mentioned down there, but that gave a little more time for that for the pitcher out there to warm up and get loose. Again, that does bring up Dre Moore.
Dre Moore swings at the first pitch he sees.
Fouls that one back. Dre flew out to right field his second at bat. It did result in a RBI as the runner tagged from third. And then, of course, he did have a single his first at bat earlier in the first inning as Indians talked first and third defense here, and they put on their first and third defense to know how to respond in the event that they try to the Trojans try to do something, which they did. All right, so they got Burnett in a rundown over there. And you got to watch this runner at third. There he goes. He goes home.
Throws it and overshoots him.
Air mails
at third. The runner's headed to third from first.
And he's got the wheels.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Burnett's got those wheels.
So Delta picks up a run.
He on an error right there by Capobianco with the throw. Airmailed it to home, and that's the first and third offense, and you know that, Ralph.
Yep.
And that's what it is. That's the reason why you put on your first and third defense. You try to, I guess, see how you want to play it. Well, they decided. Of course, Brady's got that good move right there, but Burnett could have been trying to get picked off. So he, with his speed, playing way off over there, they decided to allow him to get picked off. In a sense, drew the throw, and that ball now is grounded to first. Brady makes the catch, slides to get the out there. The run does score, and they do get the out, though the second out of the inning. But anyway, back to that. They dialed up exactly what they wanted to do. They were able to make the errant throw, draw the bad throw from ICC, and so that run scored, and now another run scored too off of that ground ball. So 6-4 game here, Delta up now in the top of the fourth.
Here's the pitch outside for a ball. A lot of stuff going on there. We're trying to explain it to you.
Happened quickly,
yes.
too. It just kind of all happened on top of each other, just trying to get it all out. And so no runners on base now. The bases are finally empty here. You have 2 balls, no strikes. And that's 3 balls, no strikes. So I fully expect Dendy to be taken here. Dendy singled his last at bat, and of course he was hit by a pitch in his first at bat in the first inning, as he does take strike 1 on a 3-0 count there. Moves the count to 3-1. And he draws the walk right there with the ball in the dirt. That could bring a mound visit. I believe it will. Here comes Coach Collier. Someone said we're going to have a pitch and change here, Ralph.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back right after this.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Samstown Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back. Indians have made a pitching change.
Yeah, you got your Tommy Morgan realtor, Ricky Murphy, calling to the bullpen here, and it's Coleman Haltom for the Indians coming in. And he does have, he's a sophomore pitcher. He's out of Olive Branch, did his pitching at DeSoto Central High School. He's got 8 appearances on the year, 3 wins, 2 losses, 28 innings pitched, 33 hits given up, as that's ball 1 he throws right there. 21 runs given up on 14 base on balls, 30 Ks, and a 6.11 ERA.
So J.W. Pigot squares around, takes the bunt, fouls it off.
So Pigot, yeah, got a 1-1 count here. As you mentioned, he squared, tried to bunt that ball, and bunted it fouled it back.
One ball, 1 strike on Pigot. Runner at first for Delta. Here's a pitch, high for a ball. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning.
The Indians need to get the exit here. They need to get out of this inning and go back in and see if they can crank the bats back up. Again, 5 runs have been scored in this 4th inning. As that's strike 2. Got a 2-2 count now here on Pigot. Fouled that one back. Of course, you've also had, I think, 2 errors this inning as well. So the Indians have. So that's also helped produce 5 of those runs that are been put on the board by Delta this inning.
So Pigot awaits the pitch here. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball.
Runs the count to full. Got a 3-2 count, 2 outs. I expect the runner at first to be moving on the pitch. That is Dindy, who drew the walk earlier.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Popped up. Out of play. Got right-handed hitter waiting a pitch here for Delta. High for a ball.
Draws the walk. So that's 2 in a row. Of course, 1 by Brady, 1 now by Coleman Haltom, and the first batter he's faced. That's going to bring up Channing Lackey, who did single back in the 2nd inning and was hit by a pitch in the 4th. So he's been on base both times. He has been at the plate today. Runners at first and second, 2 outs.
Here's a pitch to Lackey. Outside for ball 1.
A lot of movement on that ball, just not able to bring it back in. Bain wasn't able to frame that pitch back in. 1-0 count. Same pitch, same result.
Yep.
Got a 2-0 count, 2 outs. Indians kind of struggling here in this top of the 4th inning here, and they're going to send a little more activity down to the bullpen.
Here's the pitch, high for a ball. 3 balls, no strike, 2 outs here. Runner at second base for Delta. Channing Lackey at the plate. Lackey from Pontotoc, went to South Pontotoc High School. Takes that pitch in there for strike 1.
Yeah, fully expected Lackey to be taken there on that 3-0 count. So 3-1 count Wouldn't surprise me totally if he was taken here on 3-1 with as many balls as Haltom has thrown. But he didn't. He swung at that pitch, and that is strike 2. Fouled that one off out down the left field side down there, out of play, past our bullpen. So got a full count here. Again, the runners should be moving on the pitch.
Here's the pitch. High for a ball.
Ball 4.
Ball 4, bases loaded.
So that's three walks in a row, 2 by Haltom, 1 by Brady before Brady Davis before Davis was pulled for Haltom to come in. So that is going to bring up Dew, who was the shortstop today. He did reach on an error his second at bat, and he was a victim of a strikeout his first at bat.
Here's the pitch in there for strike 1.
Got to stop the bleeding sometime.
No place to put Dew here. There's a waste pitch swung on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, good pitch there by Haltom to get him to chase after that that ball that was a little low there in the dirt, and so again got an 0-2 count. Got him to chase
swung
again
on and missed for strike 3.
No place. It's going to be the third out of the inning, and that's a Renaissance Bank strikeout there by Coleman Haltom.
So we'll be back with more right after these messages. Welcome back to Roy Cressel Field. Indians down here in the bottom of the 4th inning, 6-4. And headed to the plate will be Dre McCray and Drew Cap and Will Verdon.
And a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update here out in Moorhead, and the Delta did load the bases in the 3rd inning, but weren't able to draw much out of that. So the Indians now, the Lady Indians are up 16-1 out in Moorhead, and after 3 complete.
I think they, like you said, trying to hurry up and get back so they can watch some baseball.
They want to get back and watch some baseball.
Here's a pitch to Dre, high for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Dre McCray. Here's a pitch swung on, and that one right there is gone, my friend.
Yes.
Off the scoreboard. Dre McCray with a solo shot.
And that quickly draws, gets Etowama back within 1 run here after Delta capitalized last inning by kind of a, if you just really want to call it for what it is, Ralph, it's kind of a sloppy inning for the Indians defensively with the 2 errors. Nothing, taking no credit away from Delta because they put the ball in play and they had some excellent hits that last inning. They had a good double and a single, but 2 in part, the 5 runs due partly too because the Indians had a couple of errors there. But Dre McCray comes back as they draw a mound visit. The Delta does look like they're going to make a pitching change.
Yep, and while they do that, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after these messages.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Talk about. Welcome back to Roy Crescent Field. Now pitching for the Trojans is J.P. Allen. J.P. Allen, right-handed pitcher from Hernando. Went to Lewisburg High School. Freshman.
Yes, if you're Tommy Morgan, Ricky Murphy, realtor called to the bullpen, as you mentioned, was J.P. Allen. He's a freshman right-hander. He's had 5 appearances on the year. Does have 1 win, no losses. Has 10 2/3 innings pitched to his credit. Got given up 16 hits, on 13 runs. Has 7 base on balls, 7 Ks, 10.13 ERA.
Number 35, Drew Capabianco.
So now batting for the Indians will be Drew Cap, the second baseman for the Indians. Left-handed hitter.
So keep in mind, Dre McCray led off the this inning with the Indians with a home run, and got 1 run back on the board here for the Indians, and now Delta leads 6-5. And like you say, we're back with Drew Capabianco, and he takes strike 1.
Here's a pitch to Drew. Swung on, hit sharply past to the second baseman. Second baseman able to glove it, throw to first in time for the out.
Yeah, good play over there by Rusty Bolden. He was able to cover some ground over there, especially with Drew, who's got some good speed, batting from the left-handed side of the plate. But he was able to slide and make that catch that ground ball on the slide there, pop up and make the throw to get the out, first out of the inning.
So now batting is Matthew Martinolage. Here's a pitch. Swung on, healthy cut there. Missed it for strike 1.
Yeah, Martinolage been swinging a hot bat here as of late. Hope he continues that. And again, quickly down 0-1 right there in the count. Swings at that pitch, fouls it back. Strike 2, fouls that one back behind the third base dugout. First base dugout, my apologies.
0-2 count on Martinolage. Steps in and waits the pitch here. Here's the pitch, swung on and hit sharply to the shortstop. Shortstop gloves, throws it over, and the first baseman bobbles it, and Martinolage is safe at first base.
Yeah, it'll be an E6 right there on the throw. Hits the short, throws in the dirt. Of course, first baseman unable to make the scoop over there, so it does put another runner on base for the Indians due to the error. They need to capitalize on these errors. That does bring up Will Verdung, who did reach on the error, his second at bat, and he flew out to right field his first at bat today.
Here's the pitch to Verdung. Outside for strike 1. Will, a right-handed hitter, playing DH for the Indians. Here's the pitch, high for ball 1.
Yeah, good eye there. 1-1 count on Will. Indians still down right now here in the bottom of the 4th, 6-5 in this ball game. Ball outside.
Runner at first for the Indians. 1 out. 1-1 count. 2-1 count. Will Verdung at the plate. waiting to pitch. Pitch inside. He kind of jammed him. Able to throw it to first to get the out.
Yeah, kind of fisted him there, and like you said, on that inside pitch, he was just able to muscle it out there and was able to hit a ground ball there, and they did get the out, but it did move Martin Knowledge up to second. We do now have 2 outs on the inning, and Jackson Lee coming to the plate.
Right-handed hitting Jackson Lee steps in and awaits the pitch from Delta. Kind of a stare down right now. Let's pitch to Lee. High for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base for the Indians. Jackson Lee at the plate. Awaiting the pitch. Here's the pitch high.
2-0.
For a ball.
Jackson
Swung on a foul.
Yeah, fouls that one back.
So 2 balls and 1 strike on Jackson Lee. Lee awaiting the pitch.
It was too far inside. That's going to be 3-1 count right there to Lee, so good eye on his end. Kind of rolled that shoulder a little bit there and didn't hit him, but it was too far on the inside. Still got a runner at second, 6-5 lead by Delta right now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Pitch.
Same pitch,
Inside.
same result.
Ball 4 and walked him.
Draws the walk. That's going to bring up Settlemyers, who had a big 3 RBI home run his last at bat. No doubter.
Runner at first and second for Saddlemeyer. Steps in and waits this pitch here from Delta. There's a pitch low for a ball.
Yeah, couldn't get him to chase that pitch there. It was low and outside there, so good eye. 1-0 count here.
Jackson Sattermeyer from Kossuth, played at Kossuth High School, right-handed hitter. Waiting the pitch. Here's the pitch. Right down central for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Bottom of the 4th inning for the Indians. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. Pitch swung on and fouled off into the dugout.
Yeah, inside pitch. He turned on that pitch, got the bigger part of the bat there on it, but way out in front and fouled that one off inside the dugout there. So still 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Indians do have a runner in scoring position at second.
Pitch to Settlemyers. Swung on, hit sharply in the hole.
Got through.
Yep, got through.
So shortstop was able to field it barely and made the backhand glove was able to catch it in the hole. Excuse me, folks. I'll get it out in a minute. And but it was a long throw and just was not. He should have held it. Should have eaten that throw right there, Ralph, and it would have prevented a run. Luckily for the Indians, he did throw it, and an error was made on his end. That's how the run was scored. So it's a single with an error right there is what you're going to have because that was a clean single for Jackson Settlemyers. So he does get that single there, and that does get another run on the board. So now the game is tied 6-6 here in the bottom of the fourth. Bo Rock up to the plate, runners at second and third.
So Bo Rock at the plate, awaiting his pitch. Here's a pitch to Bo, low for a ball.
Yeah, good opportunity here for the Indians. Like I say, with runners at second and third, and to tack on two more here with a base hit in the outfield. Anything down out there will definitely score two.
There's a pitch to Bo. Outside for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here with runners at second and third for Bo Rock. Looking to pick up some RBIs here. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Yeah, Bo out in front of that pitch right there. Had him out in front, way out in front. So 2 balls, 1 strike now.
Bo Rock awaiting the pitch here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Good pitch right there by Allen right there to place that pitch on the outside part of the plate. Wasn't one that Bo could catch up with right there and make good contact with. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Indians have tied it up 6-6.
Here's the pitch to Bo. Outside for a ball.
Good eye. Runs the count to full.
Trying to get him to chase something outside. A little bit something out of the zone there. So 3-2 is the count, 2 outs. Runners on the move here. I'll say that, but nobody's moving, so wouldn't really be on the move because first base is open. There's a pitch swung on, fouled.
Yeah, Bo able to get a piece of that one there to foul it off down the first base side and stay alive and reset this and do it all over again here with a full count.
Bo Rock steps back in and awaits the pitch. Here's the pitch to Bo. Swung on, hit sharply to the second baseman. Second baseman throws over to first in time to get the out. But before that, the Indians were able to pick up 2 runs to tie the score at 6-6. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, we'll be back with the top of the fifth in just a moment.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back to Roy Cressup Field, home of the Indians, here in the top of the 5th inning. Score tied 6-6. As Indians are hosting Mississippi Delta here in a conference matchup. And this is one of 2 games. And this is the 5th inning of the first game. That's a 9-inning game. Number 25 for Delta is at the plate.
Yeah, that'll be it's a pinch hitter they got coming in. No, it's not. I'm sorry, Mason Morgan. My apologies.
Takes that pitch high for a ball.
He's doing the catching duties behind the plate. He did single his last at bat and had an RBI single there to drive in a run for Delta. They checked his swing, so he did not go. So 2 balls, no strikes.
Here's the pitch.
Inside, that's 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, Indians got to find a way. We got to throw strikes, right?
Yep.
I mean, we just got to throw strikes. I mean, this doesn't do us any good. And again, right there, strike 1, 3-1. But we can't keep giving them base runners. You just can't give it to them. Let them earn it.
Strike 2 right there. So way to battle back.
Yeah, good job by Coleman to battle back. I agree with you. The count is full. They do have activity in the bullpen down there. The ICC does. I missed something.
Umpire taking his time to clean the plate off. And
what I missed, Ralph?
I'm not sure. Coach comes out to check on a player.
Did he pull something swinging?
Maybe so. I think it's his shoulder.
Again, that's the catcher, Mason Morgan. He's going to get back in.
So Mason Morgan steps back in and waits the pitch here.
That's
And
going to be
it's
ball
hit
4.
by a pitch.
Or hit by the pitch. No, I think it's ball 4. Didn't see him call it dead.
Yeah, he didn't call it dead. Just kind of inside. I thought he
Yep.
got hit.
Number 7, Rusty Bolden.
So free base for Morgan. And Rusty Bolden comes to the plate for Delta now.
And Rusty has been a victim of a strikeout his first at bat as he pops that one up to second. Drew should be under it, battling the sun, got it. That does get the first out of the inning, and Bolden goes down there quickly. That does get us back to the top of their lineup with Wes Warnock up from playing left field. He did double and had a 2 RBI double his last at bat.
So Wes Warnock from
Number
Vicksburg.
2, Wes Warnock.
Left-handed hitter for Delta. Here's the pitch. Takes that one for strike 1.
So Coleman getting ahead in the count. That's what we want to see right there. What we were talking about a minute ago. You got to work ahead in the count. Work ahead in the count. And that's what he's doing here. 0-1. Then he throws a ball. Makes me look bad.
Inside pitch there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first base for Delta. Coleman on the mound for the Indians. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2.
Get out of there by Warnock to take that pitch. It's very close.
Here's the pitch for ball 3. Warnock standing in, left-handed hitter from Vicksburg, Mississippi. Went to St. Aloysius High School.
3-1 count here.
Here's a pitch high for a ball. We talked about it earlier about those walks coming back to haunt you. And
most of the time they do. Coach Connor's going to make a mound visit here, and I'm going to expect a change here.
as he does that, we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
Welcome back to Roy Cressup Field, and the Indians made a pitching change. Number 11, Taylor Tarver, comes in, sophomore from Oxford.
Yeah, the Tommy Morgan, Ricky Murphy call to the bullpen mentions Taylor Tarver. He is a sophomore. He has 3 appearances on the year. He does have 1 win, no losses, 7 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, 2 runs, 5 base on balls, 4 Ks. He does have a 2.57 ERA thus far this year.
All right, well, the Indians are looking for Taylor Tarver to get some outs here in the top of the 5th inning, as we're playing a 9-inning game here. Delta has runners on first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Both of those are due to walks, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you got to make sure you throw strikes. So looking for Tarver to come in and throw some strikes here for the Indians.
Number 3, Tyrell Burnett.
And this is going to bring up Burnett.
Yep, and Burnett bunted the last time, and then on an error end up at third base.
Well, we've got to remember Burnett's got a ton of speed. And, I mean, he's got great wheels on him, so anything down he can possibly beat out. Potentially, that's ball 1 right there, but anything in the outfield, he'll be on the tail end of those 2 runners that are on base right there with Warnock and Morgan.
So Barnett takes that ball for a ball, turns around, squares around, bunts it foul, back to the net.
Yeah, good thought right there to lay that bunt down. You got 1 out here, and if anyone can beat it out, I'm going to say it would be Burnett. Of course, as we've mentioned, the Trojans like to play a little small ball, and they do, and I know they got speed on their team. And so that can force teams to make some critical errors and mistakes, which it has the Indians today.
Here's a pitch hit sharply over top of the second baseman's head. Right fielder picks it up and gets it back in quickly. So base hit by Burnett there.
Good piece of hitting is what that was. It was on the inside part of the plate, and he took the bat and just muscled it over second, lined it over the second baseman's head, Drew Campabianco. No runs were able to score on that because the right fielder was able to come in charge and field that cleanly, and so they did not send the runner. Bases now loaded, 1 out, and you got Dre Moore, the right fielder, up.
Here's the pitch to Moore, high for a ball.
Moore on the day, he did single. He also flew out to right, which a runner did tag and score on that, and he grounded out to second.
Here's the pitch to Moore.
That's going to get through. That's a single.
Through for a single. 1 run will score. Sending the second runner, and it's up the line, so another run will score for Delta. And Moore has a base hit with 2 RBIs.
Yeah, a single there with 2 RBIs, and that does put us back in a first and third situation. You got Burnett that moved over to third. So 2 more runs did score, and that now puts Delta back up 8-6 here today. There's a lot of runs being scored in this baseball game today, and that's going to bring up Dylan Dendy, who is the DH, who has been on base all 3 times. 1 time hit by pitch, once he was walked, and then the third time he did have a single.
Here's a pitch to Dendy. First pitch he sees, throws to second, throws to first for a double play. It's a nice job by the Indians to get out, but before that, Delta was able to pick up 2 runs.
Yeah, big Little Caesars double play right there.
So we'll be back with more right after these messages.
So when are you gonna give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Welcome back to Roy Crescent Field, where Delta leads ICC 8-6 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Delta Trojans were able to pick up 2 runs in the top half of the 5th inning. We're headed to the bottom half of the 5th. The Indians do up Gray Bain, number 14, and Eli Hancock.
Yeah, Indians got a little makeup work to do here. Again, Delta was able to put 2 more runs on the board there in the top of the 5th. And so the Indians coming in now down 8-6. Bain up at the plate, and I'm sure he would just love to have an opportunity to not get hit, which he did. He did swing at the first pitch.
Popped it up.
This is going to be trouble again. They made the play on it. Third baseman, good job there by Pagat for Delta to work back over and catch that pop-up there that was in foul territory right on the line. So gets the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring up Eli Hancock.
Eli Hancock, sophomore, left-handed hitter, playing left field for the Indians today. Stepping in and awaiting a pitch. Takes that first pitch for strike 1.
Hancock grounded out to short his last at bat in a double play, Little Caesars double play, as he fouls that one back, 1-1 count, and he flew out to center in his first at bat of the day.
Hancock awaiting the pitch here. High for a ball.
2-1 count, 1 out.
Here's a pitch to Hancock, a little chopper to shortstop. Shortstop gloves it, throws over to first, and in time for the out.
Great play over there at short because Hancock's got some speed there, Ralph.
You're right, and the ball kind of looked like it wasn't going to make it to the shortstop, but he kind of charged it, picked it up, and threw it over to first to get that out.
Yeah, so Dew did a great job over there making that play. Now you got Dre McCray up, who hit a RBI. Well, got an RBI when he hit his home run. It was a solo shot in the 4th inning, bottom of 4th, I'm sorry. So love to see him crank another one right here and see if we can get another run on the board and cut this lead to 8-7.
Takes that first ball low for a ball. Here's a pitch to Dre. Right there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dre McCray. 2 outs here. Here's a pitch. Swung on. Hit sharply to the shortstop. Shortstop gloves and throws it over to first in time to get the out. 3 up and 3 down for Delta. And we're headed to the top of the 6th inning in this 9-inning contest. We'll be back with more in just a moment, right after these messages.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
Now batting for Delta, GW Pigot. Takes that first pitch high for a ball.
Yeah, Pigot walked his last at bat, then grounded out to second. And his second at bat was a victim of a that's a fair ball. Hit that one right down the line. It actually hit the third base, bounced up, and he's going to get a double out of it because it bounced up so high. Hancock was able to come up there and field it, but unable to make the throw in time. So great job of hitting Pigot right there, just turning on that first pitch and driving it right down the line.
Excellent job by Pigot. Like you said, drove it down the third base line and wasn't able to make a play and got a double out of it. Now batting is
Lackey.
Pitch to Lackey low, ball gets away, and Pigot runs over the third and gets a steal.
Very aggressive on the base paths, and I mean, hey, I like it. I mean, he saw the ball bobble. It kind of just was in the dirt, and it was bobbled by Bain, and he just took advantage of it. So now you got a runner at third, no outs here, Ralph, and again, you got Lackey up.
There's a pitch to Lackey outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch high for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. Again, we saying, hey, you need to throw strikes.
Yeah, you don't need to work this into a first and third situation. He swing. He had the green light on 3-0 there. Swinging. Fouls that one back, 3-1.
3-1 to count to Lackey. As he awaits the pitch here. High for a ball.
So going to make Coach Collier's making a mound visit, going to make a change here.
Yep. And we'll be back with more right after these messages.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
Welcome back to Roy Crescent Field. Caleb Goddard comes in for the Indians.
Yeah, you got your Tommy Morgan, Ricky Murphy called the bullpen, and that was Caleb Goddard, as you mentioned. And Caleb's out of Tupelo and sophomore. Does have 5 appearances on the year, no decisions. Does have a 5 1/3 innings pitched as Eddie's squared around the bunt and took strike 1 there. 6 hits given up, 4 runs, 2 base on balls, 3 Ks, 5.06 ERA.
Here's a pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is due at bat, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's a new pinch hitter.
Okay, they do. It's going to be Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson up the plate here, and he's quickly down 1-2.
The swing and a miss there. So Johnson awaiting the pitch. Takes that for strike 3.
Got him.
Nice job by Goddard.
Yeah, got that big right there. It's big of Goddard to come in and get that Renaissance Bank strikeout right there. And so that gets the first out of the inning. You now have runners at first and third now, and this is Mason Morgan.
Mason Morgan awaiting the pitch. Takes that pitch outside for ball 1.
Morgan walked his last at bat, and then he did have a single, RBI single in his second at bat earlier in the day.
Here's the pitch to Morgan. Swung on, foul down the first base side for a long strike. One to count with 1 out here. Runners on first and third. Swung on and fouled back for strike 2.
Yeah, got a 1-2 count here.
Here's a pitch to Morgan, outside for a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Runners at first and third. East is not trying to do any type of first and third offense as yet. They did earlier in the game, but have not tried to do anything at this point.
Pitch low for a ball.
Count goes to full, 1 out.
Morgan steps in and awaits the pitch. Throw over to first. Trying to see if the batter was going to bunt, I guess. Or just trying to keep him back, keep him honest. There's a pitch inside for ball 4.
It's going to load the bases. Got to bring up Rusty Bolden here, who
Number 7, Rusty Bolden.
flew out to second base to Capobianco his last at bat, grounded out to first. His second at bat and was a victim of a strikeout in his first at bat of the day.
Here's a pitch to Rusty Bolden. Catches the outside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, good job working ahead there by Caleb. Again, bases loaded, nowhere to put another runner. Indians down 8-6 here in the top of the 6th inning.
It's a pitch swung on, sharply hit to the right field. 1 run will score for Delta. Another run comes around to score, and coach holds him up at third base. A double for Rusty.
Yeah, 2 RBI double right there. Davis 4 double for Rusty Bolden. So that's a 2 RBI double on his end. Davis 4 double. So that does put the Trojans up 10-6 now, and that does keep runners at second and third here, back to the top of the lineup with Wes Warnock.
Here's a pitch to Warnock. Outside for a ball.
So you got Mason Morgan who walked. He's at third. You've got Bolden again who just got through hitting the gapper out there into right center. He's on second.
Pitch fouled back over third base. Down the third base line for strike 1.
Indians got more activity going in the bullpen down there right now.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit sharply to the first baseman. First baseman looks at the runner and tags first base.
Good job by Bo there. He was checking that runner. He's wanting to make sure that the runner did not advance. You know, the runner that's at third, Morgan there, and so he kept an eye on him, and he was in a position to where he knew he could tag the runner out there at first. So fielded the ball cleanly, did a good job, kept the run from scoring. 2 outs now in the inning.
Tyrell Burnett at the plate for Delta. First pitch he sees, fouls it back for strike 1.
So Burnett back up the plate. He's had a pretty good day today thus far. He's had 2 singles. Reached on an error earlier.
Here's the pitch, swung on, popped up to right field. Right fielder giving chase. Second baseman goes back and makes the catch in front of the right fielder for the out, number 3. So we're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning as Delta picked up 2 runs to add to their lead, 10-6 here. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
Piece of cake.
a noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Welcome back to Roy Cressel Field. Drew Capobianco coming to the plate for
Number 35, Drew Capobianco.
the Indians.
Got a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update here. Your Lady Indians from Moorhead. It's a final. Number 20 Lady Indians complete the sweep of Delta. The 18-3 victory in 5. Chloe McCain went 4 for 4 with 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, and 2 runs. So heck of a day and good sweep there by the Indians on the road, Ralph.
Most definitely. And Drew Cap takes the first pitch for a ball, and second pitch he swings at, fouls it off for strike 1. So 1-1 count on Drew.
It's going to be amazing when that bus pulls up and we're still in game 1 here.
Right. That was all I was about to say. Those ladies are probably on their way back. And probably by the time we wrap this one up, they'll be pulling up.
2-1 count here to Drew, who grounded out to second his last at bat.
There's a pitch, swung on and hit sharply to center field. Center field takes a few steps and settles under and makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, J.P. Allen has done a good job coming in relief for the Trojans. He's quieted the bats of the Indians thus far. You know, didn't score any runs in the last inning. And, of course, you know, right there we just had a fly out to center field. So it does bring up Matthew Martinovich, who did reach on an error his last at bat as he takes strike 1 right there.
So 1 out here in the inning with Matthew Martinovich at the plate for the Indians. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball in there for strike 2.
Yeah, rolls the shoulder and that curveball breaks down in there and it does go for strike 2. So Martinovich quickly down 0-2 in the count here. Need a spark.
Here's a pitch. Foul back. Hit the ICC Alumni Foundation broadcast booth.
Yeah, I think the catcher took a little on the swing around there off the bat of Martinovich and his follow through. I think he caught his his catching arm where his mitt was, caught on the follow through. Martinovich's bat came around and caught him in the arm there, so he's kind of trying to walk that off a little bit and giving him time to recoup. And now they reset here. 0-2 count.
Here's a pitch to Mart. Low and in the dirt for ball 1.
One out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Indians down 10-6. 1-2 count on Martinovich.
There's a pitch inside for a ball. 2-2. 2-2 is the count. 1 out here on Marty. Steps in and awaits the pitch. There's a pitch swung on. It's sharply down by Coach Collier. He gets out the way for a foul ball. So Martinovich steps back in and awaits the pitch here. Takes that one. Almost hit him in the back, but he was able to get out the way.
That was way behind him back there. So
yeah.
3-2 count. That runs the count to full, and 1 out here. Good job by Martinovich to fight back here after being down 0-2 early in the count, and now to get back to the full.
There's a pitch inside that hits him. And he's headed down to first after being hit by a pitch.
I'll bring up Verdung now, who is DHing today in this first game. He did ground out to short his last at bat, reached on an error in his second at bat of the day.
So Will steps in and awaits the pitch. There's a pitch to Will, foul back for strike 1.
Yeah, he wished he had that pitch back. He knows he missed a good one right there and was just not quite totally on it, and found it back. 0-1 count.
So Verdung steps in and awaits the pitch. There's a pitch swung on, hit to right field. Right fielder settles under it and makes the catch for the out. He held his hand up a little bit, thought he might not have knew where the ball was again. I think he's kind of figured it out a little bit.
Number 2, Jackson
Makes that
Lee.
catch to get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Verdung just kind of getting under the ball right now, not getting the swings, the quality swings he had been getting earlier in the season here today. And so just kind of one of those days is that's ball 1 right there to Jackson Lee. But sometimes you have those tough days, Ralph, and you got to work your way out of it.
So here's a pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Lee. Runner on base. First base is Martin Knowledge. Here's the pitch. High for a ball.
Got 2 outs here. We are again still in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs. 2-1 count. And this is a 9-inning game.
So here's the pitch to Jackson Lee. Low for ball 3.
Count goes to full. 2 outs. No, I'm sorry, 3-1. My apologies. Hitter's count here.
Jackson Lee awaiting the pitch. Pitch
Walking.
Outside for ball 4.
2 out walk there. That's going to bring up Jackson Settlemyers, who singled his last at bat and then had a big 3 RBI home run in his second at bat of the day. So he's got another opportunity here. I'm sure Coach Collier would like it if he could crank another 3-run home run here and bring the Indians within 1.
Settlemyers waiting to pitch here. Here's a pitch inside and hits him.
That'll load the bases here now for Bo Rock, who Bo's had a double and a single on the day. He had a sharp line and ground out to second his last at bat, so he's hit the ball well all 3 times at bat today. So I may see a pitch and change here. I don't know, Delta, the manager's going to, coach is going to make a visit here.
I don't think they have anybody in the bullpen warming up.
Are they bringing in the first baseman here to pitch?
Yeah, maybe.
No, he's just calling in the infield. Okay.
Just calling everybody in, talking about it a little bit. So we'll stay right here.
Yeah, they're got 2 outs here. This is a good time for the Indians to put up some big, to try to cut into that lead here. 10-6 lead that Delta has had. Last inning they put 2 on the board and they were able to, stretch out that lead. So with the bases loaded here and Bo up to bat, it's a good opportunity, Ralph, for them to cut into that lead.
Yep. And that's what Bo would want to do right now is get a good swing off and try to put some more runs on the boards for the Indians here in the bottom of this 6th inning here. So the meeting is over and we're about to get back to action. As Bo Rock steps in and awaits the pitch here for the Indians. Bases loaded for Bo Rock, the left-handed hitter from Amory. Stepping in and awaiting the pitch. Here's a pitch to Bo. Low for ball 1.
Good eye right there. It's a good time for the Indians to be patient here. Don't try to do anything, be too aggressive and swing at anything bad up there. Wait on your pitch. Even though it's 2 outs, you still got to wait on your pitch. They do have a shift on Bo here. You got your second baseman who's well over here, close to first base, closer to first, and playing on the grass. So there is a big gap in between second base here, in between short and where the second baseman is playing. So they're definitely playing Bo to pull. Center fielder is also kind of shifted over a little more too on the toward the right. Shaded there.
Here's a pitch to Bo, low in the dirt for ball 3.
So 3 straight balls there. I know that's not what the coach who came out from Delta talked about and wanted to happen at this point because there is no place to put Bo. So we'll see if Allen's able to battle back here and work his way back into this pitch count.
There's the pitch. In there for a strike. 3-1 to count. 2 outs here with bases loaded for Bo Rock. Bo Rock stands in and waits the pitch. Low for ball 4.
RBI walk there for Bo. bring the score to 10-7 now, and that'll bring up Gray Bain, who flew out in foul territory here on the third base side to the third baseman. His last at bat. 2 times before that, he was hit by pitch and was placed on base. So bases are still loaded.
Your pitch to Bain outside for ball 1.
Allen had been doing a good job there early and came back in and did a good job this inning, got 2 outs, and then all of a sudden things have changed, and Bain turned on this pitch and smashed it down the left field line down there.
1 run scores.
Yeah, 2
run scores.
And that's a double.
Double for Gray Bain.
A big Davis Ford double right there for Bain. That's going to score 2 runs. That's going to pull the Indians back within to 10-9 here and provide that spark that they have been looking for and that they've needed here as of recent.
A little 2-out rally there for the Indians.
So that's going to bring up Hancock now. Again, you got runners at second, third. We do have 2 outs. We've got runners at second, third. So anything down definitely scores 1. Anything down in the outfield, possibly 2. Just depends on where it is.
So Hancock stepping in, left-handed hitter for the Indians, awaiting the pitch inside for a ball.
Yeah, they're back playing Hancock kind of more straight up instead of the shift that they had on with Bo Rock up.
Hancock awaiting the pitch. Pitch outside for a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes on Eli Hancock.
There is activity in the Delta bullpen. I don't know where or how close that person is to being warm, if they're looking at bringing him in or not.
Here's a pitch. In there for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Eli Hancock. Left-handed hitter hitting sophomore. Steps in with 2 outs. Runner at second and third. Waiting the pitch. The pitch swung on. Lifted. Center field. Center fielder dives and misses the ball. 1 run will score for the Indians and 2 runs will score. And Eli is cruising in with a stand-up double.
Yeah, back-to-back Davis Ford doubles right there, and 2 RBI doubles, matter of fact. On top of that, it wasn't just doubles, but 2 RBI doubles. So those Davis Ford doubles coming in handy there for the Indians. That pulls them into the lead 11-10 here, and that was a heck of a hit there by Hancock. Hit it in the gap in there between the center and left, and they weren't able to make a play on them. I'm going to say we got a pitching change here, Ralph.
Yep, I think so. And so we'll take a break. We'll be back to talk about who Delta puts in the game here in just a moment.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tribe!
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.com.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
Welcome back to Roy Cressup Field as the Mississippi Delta Trojans make a pitching change, and they go with number 10, Michael Reed from New Albany, Mississippi, and Dre McCray coming to the plate for the Indians.
Yeah, that's your Tommy Morgan. Ricky Murphy called the bullpen. Michael Reed, 6 appearances on the year. He's a freshman. 9 in the third innings pitched. 11 hits given up on 11 runs with 7 base on balls, 5 Ks, 8.68 ERA as Dre McCray takes ball 1.
That first pitch high on McCray. McCray has the long ball capability, and we saw it earlier as he had a solo shot. Opportunity out there to pick up an RBI here. So here's the pitch to McCray. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
And tried to hit that long ball.
Yeah,
right there.
trying to put it over there in the Tom Bigby.
Yeah. So got a healthy cut. Got his money's worth on that one. 1-1 count here. Still got 2 outs here in this inning. Indians have had a 2-out rally going. And have come back and fought back. Got 5 runs this inning to take the lead 11-10.
McCray awaiting the pitch. Low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. If you're keeping track, it's about 2 hours and 30 minutes. This game has been going on here, and we are just in the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th.
Plenty of time to come out and catch some good baseball because we got a 7-inning game to follow this one.
So here's the pitch, low in the dirt on McCray for ball 3.
The ball got away from the catcher there briefly, and Hancock thought about it and then said, no, let's not. 3-1 count here.
Yep, if you're getting off work and you want to come enjoy some baseball and a nice, beautiful day, great opportunity to come out to Roy Cressup Field because you got time. Here's the pitch to McCray. Swung on, hit sharply past the shortstop. And Coach Carter is going to send the runner to score right there in Eli Hancock.
So that's a single with an RBI there by McCray. So that's going to give him 2 RBIs on the day. And that did score Hancock. So that's going to bring us back to our top of our lineup at Drew Capobianco.
So Drew Cap steps in and awaits the pitch here. There's a pitch high for a ball. Runner at first and Dre McCray with 2 outs. Drew awaiting the pitch. Throw over to first base. Low, but runner back. I'm sorry for you guys not being able to see that because sometimes I turn and look at the action and need to be looking at the screen. So here's the pitch.
Strike 1. 1-1 count here, 2 outs. Again, Indians putting together a nice 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 6th to put 6 runs on the board. 12-10 ball game in favor of the Indians right now.
Pitch swung on and fouled down the third baseline and out of play. So Drew steps in and awaits the pitch here. Throw over to first base. Runner back. 1-2 count. 2 outs for the Indians. Dre McCray down on first base and Drew at the plate. Waiting the pitch. Throw over to first. Runner back. Swings a pitch.
Runner goes.
Runner goes. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Yep.
So before Delta gets that out, the Indians are able to pick up 5 runs to make it 12-10 here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back at the top of the 7th right after these messages.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
We're at Roy Crescent Field, top of the 7th inning here. You've got Dre Moore up to bat, and you got strike 1 on him as he fouls the first pitch back. Takes that second pitch, drives it into right field, clean single, and the hits continue for Delta as they now rack up, I think, their 12th hit of the day, it looks like. And the Indians have 9 hits. So a leadoff single by Delta, and that brings up Dindy. First pitch, ball 1 to Dindy. Dindy grounded out to second, and a double play his last at bat. He does have 2 walks on the day. One he was hit by a pitch, and the second one was just was walk on 4 balls, and he has a single. That 2 throws over to first to Dre there, and he was able to get back on both. So they're checking the runner. 1 ball, no strikes. One and one. Ball high, 2-1 count. No outs here. Again, we're in the top of the 7th inning of this 9-inning affair. 12-10, Etowamba. Dindy swings at that pitch, fouls it back, 2-2 count. Fouls that one back down the left field side. Still holds at 2-2 count here. We still have Caleb Goddard, I think, is still on the mound for the Indians. He is. That ball, that could be a double play ball. Hit to Drew. Got one at second, got the second one at first. Double play. That's a Little Caesars, if I'm not mistaken, double play right there. So good job by the Indians to get 2 outs right there. That will take us to Pagat, who doubled his last at bat. He did walk earlier in the day and has grounded out to second. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch, strike. Did not draw a swing from Pagat. Fouls that one down the first base side down there, out into the parking lot for strike two. So we got one ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. That big Little Caesars double play got us with 2 outs here after that leadoff single by Dre Moore. As that pitch is fouled back, still strike 2. Got him. Got a Renaissance Bank strikeout right there for the 3rd out of the inning. That gets us out of that inning right there with no runs on 1 hit. And that will take us into the bottom of the 7th. We'll take a break and be right back.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Welcome back to the Roy Crescent Field. We had a special guest on the air, but y'all didn't hear. She didn't want to talk. The queen, the homecoming queen.
Anna Maldonado.
Special guest that was pitching there for a ball.
She is up here in the ICC Alumni Affairs broadcast booth joining us. As Martin Olich takes ball 2. Oh, no, Scar, he was hit by a pitch, so he gets awarded another base, free base there. Be his 2nd time he's been hit by a pitch today. 3rd time to be put on base.
We're in the bottom of the 7th, right?
Well, Ralph, it actually feels like we're in the bottom of the 5th of the 2nd game is what it feels like, but we're actually, yes, we're in the bottom of the 7th.
Just making sure. Will takes that first pitch for a ball.
Will flew out to right field his last at bat. We do have a runner at first here now. No outs. Ball 1. And Will pops that one up. Kind of
right
fisting.
Oh,
what a
and
play.
missed it?
Oh, no, he did miss it.
Yeah, he
did drop. I thought he caught it at first, but it did end up falling. Rusty Bolden made a great effort over there at second to get over there and make that catch, diving for it, and was unable to make it. And, of course, Martin Olich was able to go ahead and advance on that. And so we've got runners at first and second now with no outs. Jackson Lee up to bat.
So Jackson Lee coming in for the Indians. The Calhoun City native steps in, right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch.
Jackson squares the bunt, pulls back, takes strike one.
Strike one.
They may be looking to move the runners up here and advance those to get some of those.
Trying to get some insurance runs here late in the,
Brandon
game.
Poland, yeah, State Farm insurance runs. So the first baseman is playing in here as he squares around again, pulls back. That's ball one right there, 1-1 count. No outs here. Good opportunity for the Indians to add to their lead of 12-10.
Here's a pitch.
Ball
Button
down.
back. Not in time as the runner is safe at first base.
Great speed right there on the end of Jackson Lee. Was going for that
Number 29, Jackson
ICC Wesley sacrifice bunt, but ended up being a clean single out of it because the pitcher fielded it and turned around and threw in time, but did not get it there in time. So we now have the bases loaded with no outs, and Settlemeyer's up to bat here, who has had a good day today thus far. He was hit by a pitch his last at bat. He did have a single, and he had a home run. And as I said that, he chops that one to short. Short turns around, picks the ball up, throws it home. They're saying he was safe because they're saying he was off the plate. His foot was off the plate, I think. It's the only thing I can come to. The throw was in time.
Yeah. I think his foot was off the plate. Coach comes out and talks about it.
Yeah, they're going to come out and talk about it. Again, that was a fielder's choice with the shortstop throwing home there. And again, the run stays. So you have Settlemeyer's now at first. No outs. Bases are still loaded for Bo Rock.
So Bo Rock at the plate. Bases loaded. With Indians, no outs here.
Indians in a position to blow this thing open. The infield's in on the grass, all of them.
Swing and a miss by Bo Rock.
Gets him to chase that first pitch right there and go around, so that's strike one.
Oh, 1 pitch to the left-handed hitting Bo Rock. With opportunity to pick up some RBIs here as the bases are loaded. Here's a pitch to Bo Rock, swung on, and this one right here is a no-doubter.
That's clobbered.
See you later. Bo Rock with
slam.
a grand slam home run.
I mean, he put the bat into that. Smashed it.
Good job by Bo Rock. Took that second pitch he saw. That right there is how you do it.
That now puts the Indians' lead up to 17-10. No, this is not football. This is baseball, by the way, for those of y'all that are listening. It is a baseball broadcast. So Indians up 17-10, bases cleared, no outs. Gray Bain up, who had a 2 RBI double, Davis Ford double his last at bat as he fouls his first pitch out into the parking lot for strike one.
So still no outs here as Gray Bain comes to the plate for the Indians. Pitch to Gray Bain low and gets away from the catcher for ball one. When does the run rule come in effect? Or do you keep playing?
No, it does in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, if they can get 3 more runs on the board this inning, then it'll do it.
All right.
Now, the second game, no.
Gotcha. Well,
ball high and tight right there.
Got hit.
Ball 3-1 count here to Bain.
I was about to say, Bain was working on like a record-breaking hit by pitch today.
He's already been hit but twice. As he takes ball 4, and that'll put him on. And that's going to bring up Eli Hancock.
Nobody's in the bullpen throwing for Delta at the moment either.
Unless they're behind that tree that I can't see over there. Sometimes they get behind that tree.
I see somebody behind the tree. So now batting for the Indians is number 23, Eli Hancock. Left-handed hitting. Hancock from Houston, Mississippi takes the first pitch high for ball 1.
There. And they're getting close to utilizing several of their pitchers, and I'm afraid that Ralph is going to have to leave me here shortly to go warm up in the bullpen.
Yep.
If we bring another one in here.
My eligibility is out. I used it up a long time ago.
So
Russ College took all of mine.
So they got the mound visit over with here, and I'll take a little time here to help the gentleman out in the bullpen warm up and get things reset here. Goddard's still on the hill for the Indians.
Number 25, Mason Morgan.
And that does bring up Mason Morgan, who has walked his last 2 times up to bat. He did have an RBI single back in the 4th inning. Swings at that first pitch. Drops in for a single. It's going to load the bases here again with no outs. And going to bring up Rusty Bolden, and that's going to bring in Coach Collier, and then we're going to have another pitching change.
I think he's pointing up here at you. You warm your arm up.
I'm pretty stiff up here right now. That's going to bring us in we're going to have a Tommy Morgan, Ricky Murphy call to the bullpen here shortly.
And we'll take a break. We'll be back right after these messages to tell you who the pitcher that the Indians are bringing in.
So when are you going to get me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. Cagle Eye Center.com.
Welcome back to Roy Crescent Field, where we have Zach Seward from Tipton Rosemont Academy coming in for the Indians.
Yeah, that's again Tommy Morgan Realty, Ricky Murphy call to the bullpen, Zach Seward. Freshman pitcher has had 3 appearances on the year, no decisions. Does have 4 innings pitched to his credit, 4 hits given up on 4 runs, 3 base on balls. As the first pitch he throws is a strike, and we have a quick throw down to first and did not catch him sleeping down there, so he was safe back. But 5 Ks, 6.75 ERA for Zach.
So that first pitch in there for strike 1. Here's a pitch to Zach.
A foul tip there for strike 2.
Bases loaded here for Delta. As Rusty Bolden is in at the plate for the Trojan. Here's the pitch. Tails away for ball one.
Yeah, not a bad pitch there on an 0-2 count. You either need a big K right here or you need a double play ball, one or the other. But preferably a K, then the double play if you could get that, if you can have them in that order.
Here's the pitch.
Almost got him to chase that outside pitch, but didn't quite go.
Trying to get him to chase something outside. 2-2 count on Bolden.
No outs here. Bases juiced for the Trojans.
Here's the pitch.
Got him.
In there for strike three. Nice job. Caught him looking.
Yeah, caught him looking. Got that Renaissance Bank strikeout right there.
Number 2.
First out of the inning. Well needed right there for the Indians after they have loaded the bases with no outs. Or the bases were loaded with no outs, and they still are. Now that's going to bring up Warnock. All we need now is that double play ball I ordered up a minute ago, Ralph, and
yep,
that'll end this inning.
That'll be good. Get us out of the inning.
Good pitch right there. Floats back into the zone there. 1-1 count.
Here's the pitch. Swung on.
It's going to get down.
Blooper. Over the kind of in the gap.
They're going to hold the runner at third there, so the bases are still loaded. So that's going to be an RBI single for Warnock.
Makes it 11-17.
Number 3, Tyrell Burnett.
With Tyrell Burnett coming to the plate.
Burnett's got a couple of singles on the day here, and we know he's got some speed.
1 out, still looking for the double play ball to get out the inning. Swung on and fouled down the first base line for strike one.
Gets out of play.
Burnett waiting the pitch. Takes that pitch for strike two.
Yeah, quickly down 0-2 here in the count. Burnett is. 17-11. Etowamba's got the lead right now here in the top of the 8th, as he did go around.
And that'd be strike three.
So that's another Renaissance Bank strikeout there, and that one's to Mr. Zach Seward. Some people call him Will.
Number 5, Dre Ford.
So Dre Moore comes in for Delta, takes that pitch, strike.
Strike one. Dre's had a good day. He's had 3 singles. Looks like here on the day he does have 2 RBIs.
So pitch right there, and swung on and hit.
That's fouled out of play.
Foul.
Excuse me, folks. He's got 3 RBIs on the day. No, 4. So good day, good job. A good day here for Dre Moore for the Trojans. 3 singles, 4 RBIs.
So Dre Moore steps back in and awaits the pitch. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Foul down the third baseline and out of play.
0-2 count here now with 2 outs.
Just looking for a strike here out of Mr. Seward to get out of the inning.
Bases are still loaded.
Here's throw over to first. Not in time. Trying to catch the runner leaning. Felt like he had got a big lead and was throwing over to first to try to back pick him. But he was able to get back safely. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball one.
Yeah, couldn't get it framed back in. Too far off the plate to be called a strike, so ball one. Couldn't get Dre to chase it.
There's a pitch swung on and
turns
hit.
on that pitch. That's going to
And
be
that
out. That's
is out
gone.
of here.
So grand slam home run. That's
For
the
Delta.
second grand slam home
Man.
run of the day. The Indians have hit one, and Delta has now hit one. So that's going to bring them back to within 2 runs, 17-15. And Ralph, I'm going to do the math on this in a minute, and I'll tell you shortly. It's going to take me a while. I probably need to make a phone call to Bobby Gerald in our mathematics department.
Okay.
But I'll have it here shortly. But go ahead.
And Dindy comes to the plate for Delta. Steps in and waits the pitch. And fouls that one back for strike one. I said Dindy. Yep, I'm right. I'm looking on the wrong roster. There we go. Yep, Dylan Dindy from Yazoo City with the Manchester Academy. Takes that pitch, fouls it down the third base line and out of play. Barely, but it was out of play.
Dre Moore on the day, 4 for 6.
Okay.
3 singles, 1 grand slam home run, 8 RBIs.
Man, what a day.
What a day. So Dre Moore for the Trojans is having a heck of a day. And as I tell you folks, you see the score on there is 17-15. That is correct. That is not
a typo
whatsoever. Runs are being scored today.
And here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt. And throw down the first. Gets him out of the inning.
It's a Renaissance Bank strikeout.
Yep. So before that, Delta was able to score 5 runs to get back in this game. 15-17. We are headed to the bottom of the 8th inning as the Indians come to the plate. We'll be back right after these messages.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Welcome back. We're here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And Delta has made a change. Matthew Martinowicz up to plate for the Indians.
Yeah,
there's a pitch, swing, healthy
strike
cut
one.
for strike one.
Yeah, made the Tommy Morgan realtor, Ricky Murphy. Call to the bullpen there was Jake Bratcher for Mississippi Delta as Martinowicz swings at that pitch and singles it over the third baseman's head. So that's a clean single for Martinowicz.
Good piece of hitting there by Marty. Take that second pitch he saw and drive it down
Number 16,
to the left field to get a base hit.
Bratcher has had 2 appearances on the year, 2 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, 8 runs, 3 Ks on 8 base on balls. So that's the stats we have on Bratcher this year, and that does bring up Will Verdon.
Will Verdon takes that pitch high over the top of his head for ball 1. Bratcher comes from Louisville, Kentucky, not Louisville, Mississippi, but Louisville, Kentucky. Takes that pitch low for ball 1.
You know, if you like a good offensive baseball game, you've missed one out if you're not here. And the way this game's going, if you want to get here, you still got time to get here and catch game 1.
Right.
So 17-15 is your score. 15 hits by Delta, 14 by Etowamba. Martin Olich at first here, no outs. Will Verdun at the plate.
Throw over by Bratcher to get Marty back to first, but not in time. Will waiting the pitch here. There's a pitch low. Gets away from the catcher. Marty runs down to second base for stolen base.
Yeah, that'll be a advance there on that bobble by the catcher. Catcher kind of ball was in the dirt. Was not able to field it cleanly, and then just had trouble kind of locating it with the mask on. So Martin Olich easily able to advance down to second. 2-0 count, no outs. 3-0, no.
4-0. We all wrong because I got 2-0. The board had one. My bad.
So base on balls there
Jackson Lee.
as he drew the walk. And I was off on the count there, folks. That's my bad. Again, my math I told you a while ago, it was stretching, doing what I was doing to tally up how many RBIs Dre Moore for the Trojans had on the day. So my brain is probably not working very well right now. So anyway, runners at first and second. It's going to bring up Jackson Lee as he lays the bunt down and is going to run that one out. The throw is wide and gets past the first baseman and goes out into right field, and he advances to second, and another run has scored. Runners are now second and third, and it's a now 18-15 contest. I'm still going to give him a single on that one myself.
Here's the pitch.
Oh,
high for ball 1.
And this is Jackson Settlemyers at the plate. That was high and tight right there up in the, brushed him off the plate. Big cut there by Settlemyers way out in front. And that's strike 1. No outs here. We are in the bottom of the 8th of this 9-inning contest. Ball 1, strike 1 here. Still got him out in front there. Settlemyers swinging through it. That's strike 2. 1-2 count.
There's a pitch outside, low for a ball.
Infield is playing in on the grass. That pitch is a ball. It's going to run the count to full. There is a base open there at first.
Settlemyers stepped in and awaits the pitch. Pitch swung on, foul down the third base line and out of play.
Good job to get a piece of that. I think it kind of jarred his hand a little bit, but was able to get a piece of it. Stay alive there at a 3-2 count.
pitch low for ball 4.
4. So that's going to put Settlemyers at first. We did have an open base, and that's going to bring up Bo Rock, who
had a grand slam.
He emptied the bases his last at bat. He had a grand slam home run, and now comes up again with the bases loaded. Infield still in. No outs here. They got to throw to him.
First pitch high for a ball.
Got to wait on your pitch here if you're Bo Rock. I mean, it would be easy to sit out there and want to be anxious and try to crank one again. I don't blame you, especially with the bases loaded, no outs, but got to be patient, and that's what he's doing. Swings at that pitch. It is a great pickup by the first baseman. That ball chopped high there. They were playing in on the grass, and so he was able to field it and got Bo Rock out at first, but a run did score, so he did pull an RBI in on that.
Number 14, Gray Bain.
It's on that fielder's choice there.
So now batting will be Gray Bain with 1 out in the inning. And runners on second and third for the Indians.
So the Indians do score another one there, 19-15, as Bain swings through that first pitch for strike 1.
Looks down, gets the sign from Coach Carey. Steps back in and awaits the pitch. Here's the pitch to Bain. High for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike.
1 out.
And 1 out. On Gray Bain. As you can see, the shadows are coming over the field. Here's the pitch swung on by Gray Bain and fouled down the first base line.
How to play out in the parking lot there.
So Gray Bain stands in and waits the pitch here.
Fouls that one back. 1-2 count.
Umpire walks over to get a few more baseballs. 1-2 count, 1 out. Runners on second and third for the Indians as they lead 19-15 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gray Bain at the plate. Takes a pitch in the dirt. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner comes in to score. Pass ball.
Yeah, pass ball easily scores. Jackson Lee there from third, and also Settlemyers advances to third. So everybody moves up on the pitch there. It makes it to the backstop. Now it's 20-15.
Here's a pitch low in the dirt on Bain.
1 out.
3-2.
Still plenty of time to score more runs.
To count here on Gray Bain. 1 out in the inning. Runner on third base for the Indians. And
got him.
Caught him looking.
The Renaissance Bank strikeout right there to Bain. Second out of the inning.
Number 23, Eli Hancock.
Going to bring up Eli Hancock, who did have a RBI double, 2 RBI doubles, earlier in the game. That was probably 2 hours ago, even though that was in the 6th inning.
First pitch to Hancock, fouled off for strike 1.
Runner still at third here for the Indians, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. That ball's in the dirt, and Morgan's able to backhand it and keep it in front of him, so the run does not score. And Settlemyers, he stays at third. 1-1 count here to Hancock.
Eli standing in and awaiting the pitch. Here's the pitch. Catch the outside corner for strike 2.
1-2 count.
Eli standing in and awaiting the pitch. Here's the pitch, swung on. Hit to the first baseman. First baseman gloves and makes a step on the first base bag to get the out. We're headed to the top of the 9th inning with 3 outs remaining, hopefully. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Welcome back to Roy Kretzer Field, where we're in the bottom of the top of the 9th inning. And the score is 20-15.
And, got Pagod up to bat for Delta, and he swings at the first pitch, and it is lifted out to left field. And guess what, folks? It's a home run. Another run will be scored. Yeah. So that's going to bring the Trojans back within 4, 20-16. Is your score.
Number 24, Channing Lackey.
That will bring up Lackey to the plate. And he singled his last at bat back in the 8th inning. Yes, I did say back in the 8th inning, but it does seem like that was a long time ago for us.
Yeah. Takes that pitch in there for strike 1. Lackey, a left-handed hitter for the Trojans. Takes that pitch.
That's going to be a single.
In the gap by the diving second baseman for a single.
And Coach Collier is going to come make a mound visit, probably make a pitching change, I would think.
Not sure. I think he's going to send somebody down to warm up.
I figured he may be. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, he's bringing him out.
Yeah, just bringing Verdong out.
He's going to use Verdong. That's what he's going to bring him in relief.
So while they are warming up, we will take a break. And we'll be back with more right after this.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
Welcome back. Bo Rock on the mound for the Indians. Looking to try to close it out here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is your bullpen call, but because Bo was already playing at first, but your Tommy Morgan realtor, Ricky Murphy, bullpen, called the bullpen. Bo Rock, as mentioned, as he throws the first pitch, breaking pitch in there for strike one. Freshman, 9 appearances on the year as far as on the mound, 2 wins, 1 loss. Does have 1 save to his credit. Got 9 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, 4 runs. Has that strike 2. And 4 base on balls, 12 Ks for a 3.0 ERA.
So Indians looking for Bo Rock to close it out here. Takes that pitch for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
20-16 here in Fulton.
Strike 3.
Got him.
Caught him looking.
Outside part of the plate, caught the corner. So that was Darren Johnson. And that's a Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Bo Rock, his first of the day. And that was the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Mason Morgan.
Just a Morgan high for a ball.
Morgan has 2 singles on the day and 2 walks, and has been the victim of a strikeout at one time. As that's strike 1.
Caught the outside corner there.
1-1 count.
Pitch foul back for strike 2.
Quickly ahead here, 1-2 with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Indians 2 outs away.
Pitch right there, swung on, hit
Ball's
to left
lifted.
field. Shortstop goes over and makes the catch for the out.
Matthew Martinovich runs out there and makes that play, and that's 2 outs on the inning. Indians now 1 out away from getting the first victory or getting game 1 victory here.
Yep. And if you hadn't decided what you want to do today, you can come on down and catch game 2. I think it'll be starting in 30 minutes. After this one ends, there's a pitch. Curve ball stays high for ball 1. So 2 outs in the inning, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first base. Bo Rock on the hill. The pitch. Takes that, throws that pitch in there for strike 1.
Got a generous corner out there, which is good. 1-1 count.
There's a pitch, popped up, and out of play for strike 2.
That's going to get out of play. It set some fans scattering, running. Got them moving down there. No 1 hit, thank goodness. 1-2 count here, 2 outs. Indians 1 strike away from ending this 20-16 game right now.
Here's Bo Rock with the pitch.
Couldn't frame it in.
Didn't frame it in to get that strike. So 2 balls and two strikes on Delta. Bo Rock towing the rubber. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. Drake takes it, gloves it, throws it over to first. In time for the out. And that is the final score, 20-16. And so your Sam's Club's Market Player of the Game, Brother Boggs, is?
I'm going to go with, let's see, and that's when I was tallying this up. I got a 1-2, he had a double, a single, and had a grand slam on the day. So he was 3 for 6, and he had 6 RBIs on the day. Bo Rock.
Bo Rock, okay. Well, that is your Sam's Town Market Player of the Game. And that is our post game for right now. We'll reset for 30 minutes, and we'll be back with game 2 in about 30 minutes. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be back right after these messages.
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.